What's going on YouTube? It's Taro here.
It's your boy Mondo.
Anyway, today we got for y'all animal facts that simply don't seem real but are. To be honest, animals themselves don't feel real. When you think about some of the shit they can do, you got animals that can camouflage,
Like your cat over there. She can climb.
animals that can climb and swim, animals with lights on top of their head. You know what I'm saying? My brother just did that. He wild as fuck. Why is he doing that? Why is he on my account doing this?
How the freak he get on your account?
He got it on his phone.
Oh.
ABC 123 type shit. Anyways,
Yeah, to it, bro.
let's get into this video. Bro, I almost forgot we was doing this for YouTube. Let's go.
Sloths. Sloths take their time in just about every phase of their life. Obviously, it's well documented that they don't move very quickly when going up and down trees and high above in branches. That can put them at peril when they have to go down to the ground, but up above in the canopy they can stay there safely and hang out, literally. Movement isn't the only slow aspect of a sloth's life, though. Digestion is exceptionally slow, too. While the animal creeps along at a glacial pace through the forest, its digested food creeps equally slowly through its insides. For reference, the average human typically digests each meal in roughly 12 to 24 hours, with some people experiencing a full digestion cycle a bit longer than that. From there, excess waste is eliminated, and we move on. Sloths stretch that process out to interminable lengths, though. The average sloth takes more than 2 weeks to fully digest each meal,
Hold on.
and scientists
So, since they move slow, they eat slow. So, do they pee slow?
It probably take longer for them to pee. Like they pee in longer periods. Cause like what? So if they digest slow, don't they mean they shit slower too? What I mean by that, not like actually slower.
Like it come out
like,
slow?
No, it's like spread out slow. It can't come out slow because nigga, that's physics. Like it can't like abide the laws of gravity and shit. Like that bitch gonna come out regular.
But it's already doing that by digestion. You feel
That's
what I'm
inside
saying?
of it though. When it get outside their body, the whole world, like everything come in play. So you think it can poop and then like the poop come out and then it's in slow motion?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, but when it leave their butt, it's back at regular speed.
Yeah, when it falls out their butt, yeah. But I'm saying as it comes out, like it just going slow. Feel what I'm saying? It happen to me sometimes.
Damn, nigga, that's TMI.
have found that in the most extreme, sloths can go through the digestion process for up to 30 days. The reason for that is evolutionary. For sloths, coming down from the treetops is a dangerous time. They would prefer to stay up high and away from predators, so their digestion slows to ensure they don't have to use the forest facilities very often. They can hold
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like they spaced out. That's what I was saying. Come on, bro.
it in for a long, long time, basically. When they come down
They pee in their hole, they do it for a long time. You just said that.
down to relieve themselves, which is only about once a week on average, they can lose up to a third of their body weight. Then it's back up into the trees to hang out and process food slowly once more. Elephants. Elephants
So them niggas, in simple terms, they live life on 0.5 speed
Every day.
every day.
So do they wake up slow?
Damn, they probably do, but everything they do slow. I could never, nigga. I'm like a rush ass nigga. I gotta do what I gotta do. I be rushing shit.
So
can't
what if-
jump.
hold on.
They are too
So what if they got an itch?
They gonna get to that bitch slow,
They gotta.
and then they gonna. You know they got sharp ass claws.
But they gotta wait for 30 seconds to scratch. That's crazy.
Nah, damn, bro, that's low key. I hate to live as a fucking sloth.
That is low key crazy though.
Like what?
and process food slowly once more. Elephants. Elephants can't jump. They are too heavy, and their bodies are designed so that it's impossible for them to lift all 4 feet off the ground at once, even when they are stampeding. Consider their fastest run as some sort of version of speed walking, then, but this isn't the animal fact that we're covering here. In fact, most facts you'll read out there across the internet claim elephants are the only mammals that can't jump. But that's simply not true. In reality, lots of mammals cannot jump. Also on that list of land-bound creatures are the rhino, the hippo, the sloth, and many more. The difference with them, how
Can't jump. I mean, shit. If the muscle fibers probably can't get like in order to jump and stuff, you gotta have what it is, fast twitch, right? What is called fast twitch muscle fiber?
They got slow twitch.
Yeah, so they probably can't jump. Shit.
However, is that both rhinos and hippos can get all 4 feet off the ground when running at top speed, unlike elephants. So, the next time you hear somebody try to claim elephants are unique in the mammal realm for their inability to hop, you can correct them with this actually true animal update instead. Ostrich. The ostrich is the world's biggest bird, and it also has some of the biggest eyes in the entire animal kingdom. In fact, the ostrich's eyes are so big that they are actually bigger than their brains. Each eye measures about 2 inches, or roughly 5 centimeters, in diameter on average.
That's hard to believe.
They eyes bigger than their brain?
Nigga, your brain controls everything, so these little pea-brain ass niggas just walk around and do what? Like, how's your eyes bigger than your brain? That's kind of hard, because, like, your brain control, like...
Yeah.
That's just about the size of a billiard ball you'd find in a pool hall. But for an ostrich, 2 of those things crammed into its tiny head make for some seriously powerful sight. When you think about it, maybe it's no wonder that the ostrich's eyes are bigger than its brain. There simply isn't any more room left to fit a brain inside that small dome. The reason ostriches have such large eyes and such comparatively small brains is, like anything, the result of a long evolutionary process. For the ostrich, powerful vision is critical to staying alive. With an unusually high number of photoreceptor cells within their eyeballs and some uniquely efficient processing power that sends images to those tiny brains, the ostrich can see predators clearly from very far away. And when it does, its other massive evolutionary adaptation comes in, its long, strong legs. As flightless birds, ostriches sprint instead of flying away upon seeing predators, crediting their eyes more than their brains for allowing them to live another day. Orangutans. We don't often think about it, but it makes perfect sense that animals would regularly break bones out in the wild. They run, jump, chase prey, scurry from predators, climb, and inevitably get injured. Depending on the animal in question, falls from trees and ledges or tumbles down hills and ravines can be frequent, if not common. So it's not particularly surprising to learn that a high proportion of wild animals suffer broken bones during their lifetimes. For some, it can spell a death sentence as predators descend on the wounded creature. For others, depending on the severity of the break, these bones can slowly and imperfectly heal, allowing the animal to live on into relatively old...
Have you noticed something, bro? Forget the animals. Once we break a bone, they self-heal by themselves.
Yeah.
We got superpowers.
Regeneration. I know this. Nah, nigga, you not one of those type niggas, though. You gotta relax. You gotta train before you get there. Them niggas spend years training. I seen them niggas spend about 2 years.
Hey, if y'all didn't see what I was doing, I was trying to pull the water bottle.
Nigga, I know y'all, bro. Them videos be real, too, bro. Nigga do, hold on. He'll do these.
Mom, she was like, "Boy, you better start that weird crap, bro." I said, Auntie, you know,
you did it before?
No, I was just trolling. You know, I trust in God, bro.
Shit,
boy, do those things.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna get involved with that side of the world.
Nah, that side of the world, but that, you know, that's like telekinesis, like.
I know, but them niggas there never have 11 type telekinesis.
But like, what if I, like, you know, have my phone like these and just.
What the hell are you doing? Taking a picture? What you doing?
I was trying to drop it.
Hold on. Why you break your head forward, nigga? It can't.
No. I'm doing these so like.
But think about the way it's leaning though. The way it's leaning, it'll have to go forward this way. It can't go. Okay. You have to do these for it to come back. Yeah, that's better. That shit not moving at all though. But hey.
That was nuts.
Hey man. You got Mundo in the building, man. Nigga, a fucking superhero.
Old age. And for orangutans, these breaks are so common that researchers practically expect to see them in wild subjects they observe and study. According to some estimates, at least 50% of adult orangutans have one or several fractured bones somewhere in their body. These monkeys are agile, strong, and adept at swinging across tree branches and climbing through canopies. But that doesn't mean they are perfect. In fact, orangutans very often fall out of trees. And when they do, many suffer severe bone fractures when they hit the ground. The lucky ones are left relatively less scathed and can nurse the injury into a ton of scar tissue after weeks of pain. Giraffes. Giraffes have a larynx just like every other mammal on Earth, but they don't use it to make discernible noises. For decades, scientists have assumed that's because of their long, narrow tracheas and relatively small lung capacities. As the theory went, giraffes had the parts to talk, but simply couldn't produce vocal noises because it was too difficult on their infamously long necks.
Dang,
And
so
since researchers spent
talk?
thousands of hours around the beautiful beasts in zoos and the...
On some real shit, I wonder what sound effect they would make.
Like, what if they could talk?
Well, they wouldn't be able to talk, but you know how cats meow and dogs bark? Like, they have a giraffe. I never thought about it. Excuse me, damn. I ate some watermelon. Giraffes, they don't make noises. Do they make any type of noise? Do they be? Yeah.
No, they just.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. I never paid attention to that.
wild while never hearing them do more than snort through their nostrils. That was settled science until 2015. That year, scientists announced that giraffes actually do talk in their own way. But instead of using airflow to vibrate their vocal cords like other animals and humans, they simply emit a high-frequency hum. The sound is similar in practice to what the giraffe's close relative, the okapi, produces, and it is far too low for humans to hear naturally.
That's actually
So
insane.
biologists had to set up special sound recording equipment in zoos and spend countless hours analyzing hundreds of hours of tapes.
Power in itself.
But the hum is there. Giraffes do communicate with each other. They just don't use...
It's like how dolphins communicate with echolocation.
So like,
Nigga, no, they
oh, my bad.
Bro,
I thought they
use their vocal cords and thus can't talk like the barks, roars, squeaks, and sounds of other mammals. Snails.
I ain't know that.
Some people love to hit snooze and doze off for as long as their bodies will allow, especially on weekends while trying to catch up on rest. But whatever your answer...
Are you sure they don't?
That nigga just said they be humming at such a low frequency that humans.
So
that
what's
human ear can't
the
pick it up.
animal that do that?
It's
feel what I'm
a-
saying?
it's a- monkeys do that.
No. It gotta be the dolphins.
Nah, dolphins they echolocation like. I think they do that.
I don't think,
they
bro.
do.
Bro, you ain't finna just.
Nigga, I know, you right. Some
Yeah, I
animal,
was gonna say, it's an
animal do it. I just can't think of what on top of my head.
Shoot, it gotta be a dolphin. Then yeah, they click.
Dolphins, yeah, they do click.
Yeah.
But you look, I ain't even gonna say what I'm gonna say. It's TOS.
Oh. You would be the one.
answer about sleeping in maybe, we can guarantee that snails have you beat. That's because snails don't just doze for hours on end, or days, or even months. Amazingly, they have been known to sleep for years at a time when the situation calls for it. Snails need moisture to thrive and survive. They'll often come out in the early mornings in many environments when dew is on the grass and plants. They'll leave their little trails and slither along, doing their thing in peace. But when the weather doesn't cooperate with that need for moisture, snails intuitively know when to shut it down. In dry and otherwise harsh conditions, snails shift into two different modes of hibernation. One is the normal wintertime sleep that other animals, like bears, are also famous for. The other is called estivation, which occurs during the summer and allows snails to sleep through the hottest, most uncomfortable months. But it's the timing that will really shock you. Under the right or wrong conditions, snails will shut down and hibernate for up to 3 years at a time. Penguin. As the story goes, 3% of Antarctica's ice supposedly is frozen penguin pee. The glaciers are in a really cold...
What? 3%? Bro, that's low. Bro, that's a lot.
Man, so that means every time they walk,
They just pee and then they just freeze. Ew, bro, that's disgusting.
no way.
That's disgusting.
No.
cold spot on Earth, of
it's
course,
Antarctica?
and when penguins pee on them, the temperature is so low that the urine can't evaporate like it would in a normal climate. Very quickly, the pee freezes up as part of the ice, and over time, the entire continent is just one big frozen block of ice pee. Like all other birds, penguins don't actually pee the way we recognize it in most other animals. They don't have a urethra or even a bladder, and instead of converting their waste into urea, penguins transition it to uric acid. Then, like other birds, penguins secrete that waste product simultaneously with their poop. The end result is that patented white-colored pasty bird dropping that we all know too well from one or many close encounters with pigeons. So, penguin pee does not account for 3% of Antarctica's ice shelf as many claim. And now, you know why. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
So they pee is actually they boo, which is covered in Antarctica
yeah,
ice.
and it's white.
So it's blending in.
Yes. So it could be a whole island of straight pink with feces. That shit is disgusting.
Whoa.
That shit is disgusting.
I still drink the water though.
My nigga, what?
Drew some of the fresher water from them glaciers.
Okay, well, you gotta be more specific. I'm thinking you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, bro. I'm thinking you trying to drink shit water. You telling you still drink the water?
Nah,
nigga. Huh?
They did it on the land. I ain't been eating on the snow.
That's
on my toe.
You just ran over it. You ran over it.
I don't know. I did something to it. You know, my toenail a little long, so it probably bent back a little bit.
Damn.
Oh well. That's the end of the video.
Yeah, that's the end of the video,
man.
bro. What the fuck, man?
Hey man, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the video. If you want to see our videos like this live, we on Twitch.
Yeah, we on Twitch.
It's in the description. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's in the description.
Yep.
We're gonna drop some more bangers. Just let us know what you want to watch.
Hey.
Key guy first, man.
Listen to the man. Listen to the man.
Key guy first.
Please.
Subscribe.
Yep.
We'll see y'all in this video.